welcome back to Stropping Edge. This is Sal. We already did a face shave with the Razorworks Hammerhead or R1. I believe those are all the names for this, but the company is Razorworks, made in America, CNC machine out of aluminum, and made in Montana, also in the United States of America, the Proof Select 2.0. These were the two closest razors in the marketplace that I could think of today. They have both a pivoting head and use half double-edged razor blades, trying to figure out which one is worth your money. This one's about $150. This one's a little bit less, at about $80. We've done the face shave. I found the shaves to be pretty comparable, but the smoothness on the Proof kind of wins the day. It's got the nice rounded. Spent a little bit more time on the machining, I think. This is a test unit, even written on the back as a tester. Oop. But it's more square. You can see the design on the head, more angular, 90-degree angles, things like that. This is nice and rounded out, and it just provided a smoother feel on the face. We're now going to do the head shave, utilizing the same hardware and the same software. I'm just wetting my skin. Left side, Razorworks. Right side, it's going to be the Proof razor. No pre-shave again. We're just going to raw dog. We're just going in. Lathered up my Razor Emporium brush, which again, by the way, guys, this brush is phenomenal. I cannot recommend it highly enough. I love the knot on this, and the price point is pretty decent. If I'm ever talking to anybody in the shop, and they're like, Sal, I'm just starting out. What do I get? I always point them to this brush first. I have brushes from other makers and artisans that I love for other reasons. But if you're just looking for something that's an everyday driver, you're not necessarily crying in your soup if it gets confiscated or you lose it on travels because, you know, the repurchase price isn't too terrible. This is the brush for you, folks. All right. We're going to shave in the exact same way on both sides. Let each razor speak for itself. We're just going to go straight along the scalp on the one side, all the way back, and then we'll do the back of the head. So here we go. Okay, now it's cutting. I can hear it. Unfortunately, y'all are not capturing the sound of the hair being trimmed. So one of the tough things about the Razorwork that makes it unique to shave with is finding the right amount of pressure to get the head to pivot. And it could just be the way Jerry set this up. So this was loaned to me through the Shave Dad group on Facebook. If you're interested in wet shaving and you want to be a part of an online community of people that are not a bunch of jerks, yeah, Shave Dad's the way to go. Jerry, the creator of Shave Dad, and the gentleman who solely is responsible for running it, fantastic human being. Really like Jerry. And I was fortunate enough, he set this pass around, as we call it. And that's how I got a hold of this to try out. Proof. Okay. So for the head shave, this angle is very similar to a lot of mild double-edged razors. And I immediately found the angle. While I know the spring is there, it's easy to get enough pressure down to get it to engage. So I know you're not hearing the hair getting clipped, but I am. All right. So typically when I shave the back of my head, I go against the grain. Since I did shave yesterday, that's how I'm going to do it. So on the top of my head and sides of my head, again, the shaving performance. Oh, nope, take that back. Okay. Unfortunately, it looks like the Razorworks missed some spots back here, and that could just be my technique, or it could be it didn't have the right angle, which would be my technique. But we're going to leave it as is. I'll do some touch-ups later off video when we're doing is just to get one chance to show you their best. I'm doing my best to try and be as fair as possible with both razors. So now we get the back of the head. Okay. Rinsing it off. We're putting this one away. By the way, whoever the next tester is, Jerry, let me know. This will be going into the mail on you on Monday. Proof. Same thing. Get the back of my neck. And this is kind of how I'm holding it. It's how I hold my razors when I'm shaving the back of my head. Just muscle memory to give me the correct angle. And I'm finding the proof when you push down on it just ever so slightly, it really is engages really quickly and easily. And could it be how the R1 set up? And the springs, the tension's a little bit tight? No, they feel about the same. You know, am I scientifically putting it on a pressure monitor to see how much pressure it's actually taking to move it? You know, pounds per square inch or whatever? No. But, you know, just offhandedly, they feel the same. Okay, on a single pass on the back of my head, it definitely has some cleanup that needs to be done. I typically do 2 passes on the back of my head, but I wanted to do a single one, just let the razor do everything, see how it looks. Fairly speaking, it's pretty similar, except they've got this patch right here that the R1 completely missed. Top of my head with the proof, completely smooth, and I do have a problem area right here that I got to go over, like up and then across sometimes to get all the hair to, you know, smooth how I like it. So this was a pretty fair comparison. All right, how does it shake out? Honestly, both razors are really great. I would tell you that if you were to purchase either one, you're probably going to be pretty satisfied with your purchase. I found both were very easy to use. There are some differences. So which one would I spend my hard-earned money on in the end? If it's the R1, I'll go buy an R1. Like, no problem. I love wet shaving and I have a big collection of stuff. So the R1, again, pivots a little bit harder. So you've got to put more pressure on it to get the head to go, the head to move. Very angular 90-degree angles everywhere, including on the handle. Now, that doesn't mean that the handle's hard to hold on to. It's not. It's very easy to hold on to, but it is a little bit harder to pivot. Now, proof. Well-rounded, beautiful looking razor. Pivots, feels about the same pressure, but it's a smoother operation to get this to pivot. And because of that, provided a smoother shave, it's rounded off. It's well polished. It just feels nicer. The head of this razor feels nicer on your skin. This feels very cold, clinical. This feels a little bit softer. Again, this one, there's a lot of engineering that went into it. So you can, if you're a person that wants to fidget with your razor, this is your ticket, right? Go out and get you a Razorworks R1. You can adjust it to your heart's content, get exactly the shave that you want out of it. As I'm testing this unit, I got it kind of in the middle of the road settings. And from the middle of the road settings, which would be a fair comparison to any other razor on the market, and there's not many, Proof is the only other company I knew that made anything like this with a pivoting head. Could there be a company in China? Sure. Do I know about it? No. Hence, it's not part of this test up. This is the Proof 2.0, just came out a few months back. And I've heard mixed reviews on it. I have to tell you, for me, this is a smooth razor shaved my head really nicely. This literally is the very first shave I've had with the Proof razor. Never owned one, have never used one. First time ever touching one. You saw the shave in real time. So about $150 to get you a well-engineered and adjustable single head razor. $80 to get what the factory says should feel pretty good. And I got to tell you, it feels pretty darn good. So gun to my head, which one wins out? I would say the deciding factor, honestly, on both of these is the price. Because of the price, I would go with the Proof. Both are made in America, so that's great. I love seeing American-made companies making stuff in America. That's why I love my Rex razors, outside of the fact that they perform phenomenally. But both of these are made in America, so that's great. It's awesome to see manufacturing in America. But if it came down to it, gun to my head, again, guys, you know, I'm kind of a frugal guy. I like nice things, but I'm not going to go out of my way to spend money, which could be needlessly. So for the price, this is going to eke out as the winner. The Proof 2.0. So when you purchase the Proof 2.0, it will come with a leather case. It is leather, real leather. This is not pleather. These guys are in Montana. They cowboy up. They ain't messing around. So made in Montana. So super cool. Button snap. You get your travel case with it. You get a little pack of razors. Gem razors. One of the best razors out there. Persona Gems, Diamond Edge, the Rex, and the Gillette Permasharps, or P&G Permasharps. Those are my favorite blades, like bar none. Wilkinson Sword Saloon packs, the ones out of, I believe they come out of India, the big 100 pack. I love those too. But anyways, you get 3 gem blades pre-snapped. So you don't have to worry about snapping them. You can also just buy the Permasharps in the half blades. You get 100 for like $6. But again, guys, thanks for sticking around for me on the journey here. Great shave. Both razors are nice. I enjoy both razors, period. The R1 took a couple of shaves before I got a little bit more used to it. And I still had to do a lot of touch up on this side, which, to be honest with you, I'm going to be doing it with the Proof. This out of the box first shave was fantastic. This is where I would spend my hard-earned money, and you're spending roughly 45% less. Take that for what it's worth. If you want like the ultimate adjustable, this is your Huckleberry right here. Go get you one of these. Great razor. You want to pull it out of the leather sheath and use it, Proof 2.0. For the head shave, I found it to be fantastic. Nicer than the R1, the way the R1 is set up now. So having said all of that, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have already seen me put on aftershave. You don't need to see me do that. But plus, I'm going to go back and do some touch-ups off camera. This video is getting too long. So why don't crabs volunteer? It's the joke I gave on the last video. You ready? Why don't crabs volunteer? Because they're selfish. Every time I say them, I can hear the eyes rolling. I can hear people going, oh God, Sal. If you got a great dad joke, pop it in the comments. I've got a list running, so I'll throw them into future videos. But other than that, hope you had a great day. Thanks for following me on my journey. Sal with the Stropping Edge. Have a blessed day.